Okay, so like I promised you, here are the first two final questions. Exact same questions, different numbers. So you are not allowed to use notes on the test though. So if you fail your test, you know it's all your fault. I'm going to give you some time to copy. Okay, ready? Go. So Helga and Julie are sisters, and Helga. So I think I already told you this. Whenever we have problems like this, we have to make sure that we highlight stuff. We're talking about Helga and Julie. And Helga, wow, Helga is 4 years younger than 3 times Julie's age. And Miss Choi got so confused right here. But that's okay because I know you're smart, so you can help me out here. And then the sum of Helga's age and Julie's age is 45. So I guess I need to highlight the word sum. And oh, here's the most important part. What does the question say? Now, I don't want to have to highlight everything, so I'm just going to ask you to read this part. Write an equation that can be used to find Julie's age. And then they tell you what Julie's age is going to be. It's going to be J, right? And this is the best part. This is not a multiple choice question. This one, you have to actually type out the equation. This is not a paper version, okay? You have to take this test online, okay? So you have to type this out. And so let's think about this. I need your help. So Helga, I'm assuming, is going to be H. Now, are you going to be typing all this stuff? No, just the equation, okay? So one thing that I worry about is because you're so used to taking the test open-ended, showing me every single steps and writing down everything for me, like your rationale. I worry that you take this test and you want to type everything out, right? Because you're so smart, you're not happy with just writing answers. Okay, so then Julie's age is J, right? So then let's think about this. They're sisters. Helga is 4 years younger. So you know what? I know that younger means minus. So it's going to be minus 4. And Helga stands for age, right? So Helga is 4 years younger than 3 times Julie's age. Do you know what 3 times Julie's age mean? Yeah, that means you have to multiply 3 to Julie's age, right? Do you get this? And then when we happen to add Helga and Julie's age together, that's the yellow part right here, it's going to be 45. And that's it. We have to write an equation that can be used to find Julie's age, J. Okay? Now, because Miss Choi randomly came up with the numbers, if you try and solve this, you won't be able to come up with an answer. Let me see if we could. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Let me see. 4J minus 4, 45, 9. Yeah, it's not going to work out, okay? Because I randomly came out with the numbers. Because what did I say? I'm going to switch the numbers around. But this is exactly how you're supposed to do it, okay? And so I'm going to pause my video here because I know you have questions for me. Oh no, it's not working. Okay, so here's a practice question. Let's make sure you work on it. Now let's move on to question number 2. Wait, hold on. I gotta wait a little bit so you can pause, copy, and solve, right? Okay. Now let's move on to the next question over here. Here's question number 2. Okay, the second question that's going to show up on the final. So when you have a question like this, shh. Again, we have to start by highlighting stuff, right? Okay, so let's go. Hush, babies. Okay, so we're talking about Alfonso. And he's making how much? $9 per hour. He's working where? Ooh, movie theater, right? And I think working at the movie theater is the best, right? Because you see people who are happy there all the time. Like I'm happy when I go to the movie theater with my babies.
I'm not because they don't let me see the movie that I want to see.
That's because you gotta go watch the movie that mommy wanna see. Okay, and then it's going to be $11 per hour working at a restaurant. Okay? Shh. And then Alfonso didn't know, okay, about the restaurant, but it says next week Alfonso is going to work how much? He's going to work 6 hours at the movie theater. Okay, so which of the following equation represent the amount of hours that Alfonso needs to work at the restaurant next week to earn at least $160? And don't forget the word at least. $160 between his two jobs. Okay, and so this is really important. If you look at this question really carefully, what does it say? It says, which of the following equation represents, right? That is very important. Which of the following equations? Now, this is a multiple choice test, and so you do not have to write any equations down, but you have to select the correct equation, right? So let's go ahead and set it up. Okay, and it is so cool because they're not making you solve anything as of right now. They're just asking you for the correct equation, and that's it. Okay, so there you go. I'm gonna say movie theater. Okay, the money that he makes at the movie theater is going to be M. And then I'm going to say that the money that he makes at the restaurant is going to be R. So next week, Alfonso is scheduled to work 6 hours at the movie theater. Ooh, okay. And how much money does he have to make? He has to make at least $160. You know what that means? I'm going to put 160, and he has to make at least 160 means equal to or more than that. So whatever amount he makes, it has to be equal to or more than $160, okay? Now, if he makes $9 an hour working at a movie theater, if he only works 1 hour, how much is he going to get paid? $9. If he works for 2 hours, how much is he going to get paid? $18, right? So how did you get that? You had to multiply, right? So it's going to be 9M, okay, plus restaurant is $11. Wow, he's getting paid a lot at the restaurant, huh? So $11 at the restaurant, so that's 11R. And that has to be equal to or greater than $160. Okay? But we already know that Alfonso is going to work how many hours at the movie theater? 6 hours, because it tells us right here. Okay? So then what am I going to do? Since I already know how many hours he's going to work at the movie theater, I'm going to go ahead and erase the M. And instead of M, I'm going to put 6. Because he already knows that he's going to be working for 6 hours at the movie theater. Okay? And then we are done. Okay? So then there you go. I'm going to go ahead and pause my video again. Okay, so now there you go. Here's a similar question that I want you to work on, and I want you to give me the equation, okay? So that's it for today. Ready? Go.